What's up, nerds? This is Ask WhatNerd, the greatest nerd podcast on nerd culture of the nerd world, etc., etc. I am Dave.
This be Andrew.
And I'm Daisy.
And we are here to discuss nerdy topics. But before we discuss nerdy topics, maybe we should discuss the most important topic, ourselves. So I am Dave. I'm here to steer this ship and I will weigh in on the issues and also present the issues to my co-hosts. And the first of these co-hosts is the amazing Andrew.
I guess a little about myself. I am a nerdy, kind of gaming geek. I game a lot. I play like Smash. I play like old school games like StarCraft. I play League. I grew up with like N64, all that stuff. That's my era. N64.
Play a lot of board games too, right?
I play a ton of board games. I love board games. The whole shebang. I watch anime. I'm into nerd culture. I love medieval fantasy MMOs. I've done it all. I'm also a programmer by trade. I'm working on a startup with Daisy, who's my co-founder, who you'll meet in a little bit. But that's pretty much my life. That's all I am.
What is your deal, Daisy?
I'm Andrew's co-founder.
I'm
Andrew's co-founder for GameKarma.club. And basically I also play games, watch anime, kind of geeky. Actually, I'm pretty geeky. I'm a huge fan of Heroes of Might and Magic 3 HD.
League of Legends.
I really enjoy Apex Legends, and I love board games. I like to throw board games around when I get mad and rage quit a lot.
You do that. I can confirm she is a quitter.
I am toxic.
Rage quitter.
But so that's why.
Why she started a service designed to conquer toxicity together,
right.
Because she
I have
herself
to cure my own
is
toxicity.
toxic. So for me, I guess I'm into pretty much everything nerdy except anime, though I am open to anime and I sometimes will dabble in it. It's just not really my scene. I just got into Dungeons and Dragons. I'm going to be DMing for all these fools soon. And video games are my main thing, so I'm all about those video games. Even though I suck at them, as these guys can attest to when they play League with me, I am absolutely horrendous. But I enjoy playing them anyway. So our question for today is, do you watch video game streamers on Twitch? Why or why not?
Oh, gosh.
I will let Andrew take it away first.
For me, the answer is yes. And there's just a host of reasons why. Because, I don't know, streamers are there for, there's a kind of a niche for everyone. But I'm open to all of them. So there are certain streamers I watch to actually improve on, which is the pro players.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are other players that are just hilarious and are meme gods. And then there are the variety streamers. There are other avenues which, not for me, but there's some people like attractive looking people. Some people are there for entertainment. Some people are there for
do you look more for what game they're streaming, or do you care more about the person?
So it depends what I'm there for. For me, if I'm looking to improve at a game, then I will definitely look for the best player. So if I know that a pro that I'm kind of trying to study is for Smash, for example, if I know that Mars or Nairo is streaming, then I'll look to their stream too. Because, Nairo is both. He's very entertaining. His stream is more of an entertainment thing, but he's one of the best players in the world for Smash. So I'll definitely go to his stream, just for both entertainment and to look for ways to improve. And a lot of streamers are really good at interacting with their viewers. Kind of Twitch allows you to do that, where you can have subscribers and you can host games. So I get a chance to, if I subscribe to some of these channels, I can play online matches with these pros, and it's awesome.
And then feel real bad about yourself when they just smash you into the ground. Yeah, exactly.
But so it's I do look for the game, but if it's for entertainment, it's more about the personality.
So do you ever watch streamers play a game you don't care about?
Oh yeah. Sometimes I get into new games because of that. Actually, sometimes
I never do that. If I want to watch Crip play Hearthstone, if I see him play something else, I just don't watch.
Yeah.
So I guess my answer to the question is yes, I do. I'm not a huge stream watcher, but I do sometimes. But it's definitely very specific for, I need both the person I like and them playing a game that I'm interested in. So if I see, X streamer doing a sponsored stream of a game, I'll just watch something else because I'm not going to watch a game that I don't know or care about. So yeah, I'm pretty particular with who I watch. So I tend to actually go more towards the YouTube side because then I can watch exactly what I want. I don't need it to be live necessarily. So how about you, Daisy?
I mean, yeah, I watch Twitch. Well, I watch Twitch streamers and whatnot, but I'm more also like YouTube because I usually want to look for something more specific. But I mean, I like to be entertained on Twitch. Like sometimes I just watch random stuff, new people, I guess. And it's actually really nice to sometimes watch new games because I get introduced to it. Like say, for example, there's this game I've started playing a while back called like Hello Neighbor. It was like out in beta, and I had watched Lyric play it, and I like him. He's funny. He's really troll.
Does he have a face cam yet? No. It's so weird that such a popular streamer doesn't have a face cam. It's like
There's some Fortnite streamers like that too.
it's crazy to me. I mean, wouldn't you want to put yourself out there as a?
I don't know. I mean, I like it that he doesn't have a face cam because like,
I mean, he's got enough personality that he can carry it without it, but
exactly.
not everybody does. Some people need to, have their goofy facial expressions to kind of get over. But
that's true.
I've seen streams ruined by face reveals though, so like I've seen streams peak face reveal. Like they say that at this many subs, I'll reveal my face, and I just see it just after that just goes downhill.
Is it because they're ugly or they're funny looking, or
for some? I think they change a little bit. Like they're not as. It's weird. I think there's some of them you don't get that same confidence, I guess, when they're kind of hidden behind that camera.
Is what Lyric looks like a secret? I don't know enough about it.
No.
Like, is there pictures of him out there that?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not
there's
like
pictures
he's
out
like
there.
some like enigma that nobody knows what he looks like. It's just that he just doesn't want to have a face cam on his stream. So when it comes to since we all fall on one side here, to play devil's advocate, all of us, what reasons do you think for people who are not interested in watching streams, what do you think it is that keeps them from watching it? Is it just the idea of like, wow, I don't watch somebody play video games? Or like, what do you think it is that, because it's still like watching streams is fairly mainstream, but it's still not like as ubiquitous as watching TV or something, So like, what do you think is it maybe could take it to the next level where it's just like everybody and their mom watches streams now?
Well, I think it's probably because, one of the bigger things I think for me that got me really hard, like it was difficult for me to transition into like watching live streaming is that it's really unedited. So, you don't really cut out all the noise and whatnot. And sometimes like I could drone on and kind of like be.
Especially if they're streaming for like 8 hours and they have to fill a lot of time.
Exactly. And actually most of the entertainment sometimes just comes from the chat. And like if you don't have enough viewers, right, or if you don't have enough subscribers and there's not enough like chat going on, then it might not be as entertaining because the interaction between the streamer and the chat is quite important. And yeah, I think that's probably like a big one, or at least for me.
For me, I think why someone wouldn't. I think first, I guess I could answer what I think would take it to the next level. I think most of the records that are broken, like most of the highest stream counts, are usually kind of a company streaming official matches. So people are really interested in esports, and I think for like the NFL, like traditional sports, they also are starting to stream. So they're kind of meeting in the middle where I think streaming is a big opportunity for, I guess, competition to be streamed that way and be consumed that way. And I think that's a huge thing where these are more curated streams. But I also think that for kind of individual streamers, I think there's a bit of a resistance for people to go to, I guess, there's so much like, I guess, such a saturated market now.
That's for sure.
And there's so many small time streamers, and I guess it can be daunting, and it feels a little, I think for someone who's not in that culture, it's hard to kind of come into the mindset of I'm watching somebody play video games, just as, it seems some people might think it odd.
I think also maybe the kind of piggybacking off of what Daisy said, like the unstructured nature of a stream, like when you watch a TV show, there's a very clear, beginning and end. There's a story, whereas like a stream is literally just like, here's a person for a few hours, non sequiturs and inside jokes and memes and stuff going on. So I could see that might be, keeping some people from wanting to get into it because that's not what they're used to. That's not how they consume their entertainment. They watch a movie and it's a very clear story arc.
Right. But I also guess like sometimes chat can be obnoxious too.
Oh yeah,
it's so obnoxious sometimes. Like sometimes
depending
it's
on the
great,
streamer
sometimes
too.
it's like terrible. And also like because because you get this like kind of live view of things, right? Like if a certain personality, certain like streamer has this kind of streaming personality, like depending on what kind of personality they have, typically the chat kind of reflects it too.
Oh yeah.
So if you have like a really like,
If they're like a meme
really,
lord,
like,
their chat is gonna be
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
super
If you have
toxic.
like a really toxic like streamer, then the chat is usually pretty freaking toxic too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But chat's easy enough to ignore when you're watching a stream. I mean, you can just put the streamer full screen and you don't have to read it if you don't want to.
But it just kind of
Yeah,
detracts
but
from the full experience. That's why most streamers kind of attract the same crowd. So each streamer has
Yeah.
like a community. So kind of.
Yeah. There's definitely their niche that they're in control of, I guess, if they're big. And the other thing is that like with the smaller streamers, I don't see like it seems like it's so hard to break through for them at this point. But and as a viewer, what incentive do you have to watch a small streamer? Like it's gonna be a ghost town in there. But somehow they figure out ways to blow up eventually. You just get like maybe like a raid or something happens and people are like, oh, this guy's pretty cool. But yeah. So I guess the overall gist is that for us at least, as a group of nerds, we're fairly into Twitch. Some of us more than others, but we're all pretty into it. Well, that's a good idea. Okay. So our omnipotent voice would like to know when we watch streams. So for me, I'll start. Usually, I don't watch streams as like my primary entertainment. Like if I'm sitting in my living room, it's usually before bed. I'll throw on a stream, set the sleep timer on the TV, and just fall asleep. Watch it for 20, 30 minutes as I'm like winding down. If I'm gonna watch, like if I'm gonna sit in front of the couch and watch something, it's more either TV or sports or something like that. But streams I find make good background because you don't have to pay super close attention.
Interesting. I'm actually the opposite because I think, like you said, for most games, if I'm trying to relax and just watch something, I will take the YouTube because I think that has like kind of funny edits and cuts, and that's like for me just the entertainment value. But for streams specifically, I kind of go to it when I want to kind of interact with chat and watch chat. I want to see this. I think the main benefit of streaming over YouTube videos that are edited is that you get to kind of contribute to the memes and stuff that are going on like live.
But a popular stream, the chat is so fast.
Yeah, but it's hilarious. Like so, some of that the memeing is actually hilarious because you'll see the streamer will do something, and you'll see chat instantly react with a flow of just emojis, just Twitch emotes, and it just sometimes they're freaking hilarious. So sometimes I go to it for that element, which you don't really get from kind of a pre-edited video.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at the comments section on YouTube, but that's just a cesspool of garbage.
Do not do that. Yeah. Never venture. We don't venture there.
All right, so Daisy, when do you usually watch streams?
When I need to clean my room or something.
So you usually just kind of like background.
Okay. Most of the time, it's kind of like a background noise to keep me kind of entertained in the background. Yeah, but like sometimes I'm a very impatient person. So sometimes if I really, really want to watch something, say for example, when Resident Evil 2 came out initially, I was really excited. Yeah, the remake. I was really excited to see like what it was and whatnot. And so instead of waiting each, so and so forth like day or something, I think like a couple days for Markiplier to put out an episode on it, I just watched a stream because it came out faster and first. It was unedited. Yeah, it was like, not as polished and whatnot. And if he gets stuck in something, then you kind of have to also sit there being stuck with him, right?
And you feel that frustration.
Yeah, exactly. But it was...
But you get that same satisfaction when he breaks through as if you did it yourself, kind of. Not the same, but in the same ballpark.
Yeah, exactly. But so for me, it's like typically like new content. Like if I really want to know about something and I just can't seem to like wait enough for it.
Yeah, so I think that about sums up the Twitch streaming stuff. So this has been Ask What Nerd. Thank you very much for watching / listening and hearing us ramble on about various nerd topics. I have and still am been Dave, and I got Andrew, I got Daisy, and we got secret off-camera Joel. Producer Joel, as we'll call him. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff. And we will see you guys in the next episode where we talk about